Hey guys, Randy, don't give up. Hey, do not give up. Thank you so much for your care and how your message was just super sweet. Got me through the day. I've been really sick. I haven't watched YouTube. I mean, when I don't watch YouTube, I'm sick. So it's been a hey Jay, good to see you, baby. Hey, Real Truth, Linda, Faith. How is everybody? How are you guys doing? What a great show last night, right, guys? Ah, Buzz Beyond. There you are. Did you get my email? I just sent you one, matter of fact. Are you guys super excited about this show tonight? Like, I'm sorry, the glare is probably killing you guys. I can't wait to see what's going on, what they got going on. I'm so interested. It was great last night too. It took me all day long to get it all in, though. Honestly, I've really been feeling rough. I finished a Z-Pack today. I had taken some amoxicillin a couple weeks ago, and I think it just didn't. I don't think I kicked it, and so I think it just, and it's so hot and muggy, and it's just been so, I don't know. It's too much, Jay. It's too much. The heat is too much. I know. Me too, Buzz. Me too. I had chills too. Like I don't know. And he's got a point. Like all the things that we're doing and all the things the elites are doing, that's what you really got to watch. What they're doing. And he's right. If they're liquid, if they're getting their cash and holding dollars, which everybody says not to hold dollars. Everybody says hold hard assets and don't hold dollars. But there's a reason why the elites are holding dollars. And if they're holding dollars, we probably should hold some too. And maybe maybe our dollar, because of all the things that are going on, China has dumped their dollar. There's a lot of countries that have ran their dollars down to nothing. Foogle TV in the house. Adam, I feel so blessed. I feel honored. Thank you so much for coming. Oh wait, I gotta show you guys. What? Right? Yeah, I had to, and I love the cut of these tank tops. Some of us don't really need tight-fitting tank tops. At my age, you go with the little looser fit. So I really love them. I thought I had bought a banner, but evidently I bought a coffee cup. So I want to have a banner because I want to put a banner behind me. The charity should be you, Adam. You work hard. I know that you work hard to do what you do. And I know that it takes a lot to archive all those articles and to do all the research. And that's a lot of work. And I don't know if everyone realized. I got two going at it, man. These two have been playing like crazy. I had like 9 and 10 dogs all week, every day. I was just herding them in, herding them out, herding them in, herding them out. It's crazy. I had no idea that. Yeah, they say follow the money. You're right, Buzz. You're right, Buzz. Guys. All right, I'm gonna have to get the Acme Bark Control out, and you're gonna see it go wild. Always keep it handy. Hey, they all run. I love it. Now that's control. I had no idea the demand there was for doggy daycare, and the truth of the matter is, I can't take one more freaking dog. I mean, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Vlad, Vlad, that picture was the best thing I've seen in weeks. I love that. That was awesome. That was hilarious. Hey, Snap. What's up, Snafu? I did go look at that Snafu. That was funny. Yeah, Vlad, that was awesome. That was great. My dog thinks that I'm talking to him because I'm talking, and he wants to be in the party. Yeah. All right. Actually, yeah, it's you know what? And then my mom just texted me and said, um, Timber, is that Timber Lab? God is great. Yeah. One a mom just texted me that picked up her dog and said, "He is so happy. Thank you for loving him and so much and taking such good care of him." And when the dogs get out of the car and their whole body is just wiggling to get inside, like it makes me feel so good, you know? But what better job, guys? I'm watching dogs play all day and I'm beating my serving income at this point. Like, who knew that could happen? And I feel super blessed to be doing something I like to do and being able to stay home with my dogs because, what's the point of having them if you're not gonna, you know, but yeah. And and Adam, that baby being up all night stuff. Oh, honey, got years and years to go. I've got two girls that are 28 and 23. Girls are very difficult. I know you probably already know this. Whew, girls are very difficult. So I should have started with dogs. I did want to ask you guys what you think of all this, this Ukraine stuff. And, I mean, I know they have nothing and I know it's not going anywhere, but it just shocks me that they would keep pushing and pushing this thing when they know that Biden's been all up in it. Like, why would they keep pushing people to find out? They already know he's wrapped up in that. I actually came here from Delaware. I'm from Virginia originally, but I came here from Delaware, raised my kids there, and worked in the city. And at part of that time when I was getting clean. And I can just tell you from firsthand experience, they're not good people. And nobody in Delaware thinks they're good people either. So I just think it's really odd for them to keep pushing it. What's up, Bones? In the house? I probably need to put. It was funny because I have not had any. You guys know, and I've told you this. I just don't have any negative comments. Like it just doesn't really happen. And today I got this one negative comment, and it was really kind of rude, or whatever. But I turned it around, and I was like, I just made it say something that I wanted to hear, right? And I responded to that, and somebody else responded and said something about the negativity, and those people have to be very unhappy with their lives to watch a video of somebody they don't watch and then comment on it as well. You've got a lot of time on your hands, seriously. And it's just kind of funny to me that somebody would take the time to do all that. Yeah. And the thing is that you always are going to have anything that you try to do good in this world, any good that you try to do, there's going to be 10 people there, 10 devils there. I mean, you got to look at it the way it is. This is evil that's come into our realm. This evil has come into this realm, and the stuff that's going on with the kids, like that we all know is going on, and that not everybody knows. It's crazy, and we have to do something about it, guys. If we don't do something about it, who's gonna? And we all have. I know I have kids. I know Adam. We all have people we love, regardless of whether they have kids or not. And do we want to hand all this off to like our great grandchildren? They're going to be hating us if we hand them this economy and stuff. I honestly think that Donald, he was put there, and I think he was put there to make this blow be a little softer, because I do think we're going to head into a really serious depression right after the 2020s. I really do. I can't help it. Yeah, I agree too. It's just like a dog. I mean, you got to compare it because it's very similar. Oh my God, I was petting my dog. My hand is so dirty. If you respond to a dog's negative behavior, the dog is going to continue that negative behavior. If you totally ignore that dog when he does something you don't want him to do, then he's going to stop doing that because it didn't get the wanted response. People only continue behaviors that get the response they're looking for. So you're very right in the fact that we should all rise above that and reach out to them. If anything, reach out to them with love, because honestly, these people are going through some horrible crap to be negative like that. Let's face it, they're going through something very horrible. So I think we should just invite them in and be open arms and just try to be tolerant. But there is a point where you just can't take anymore. I get it. Kick the cat. And it goes down the road and it keeps going down. So if we don't respond, maybe that's that one next person we're not gonna, they're not gonna do that to. And, honestly, the truth is, it's so much easier to not do anything. I mean, that's just the easiest thing to do if you just don't do anything. So yeah, Timberland. Yeah, yeah. I love the emoji snafu. I just want to crack up right now. That's right. Always take the high road. Always. And you know what? I gotta say, and I have to be honest, when I first started watching Adam, and I'm talking way back when I first started listening to actual Q stuff, like it was kind of around the same time. And I have to say that that's one thing that really drew me to his show and him as a person was the fact that I never saw him take down what. Now there is one, and I have to be honest, it's one that I totally agree with, that he in the beginning might have said a thing. But even though he was always taking the high road. And I just think that it takes a big person to do that. And I think and we need more of that in this world. We need that in this world. We need people that are gonna give others a hand up and be nice even when someone's not being nice to you. You know. Oh, Ryder. I love that. Tootin' Poodles Batman. Yeah, Buzz Beyond. I agree. I agree. I'm so excited for the show tonight. And the bad part is, you guys know me. I get up early, so it's hard for me to stay up late. And I want to stay up and see it live because I think it's gonna be super exciting. Yeah. And you know what though, Adam? It was one that I got to be honest. That's the one negative comment I've ever left. The one negative comment I've ever left on any video was to Chad Buxham. And I said, you need to cut the rope and drop him like an anchor. He's holding you back. Because I felt like, I just felt that way. But that was the only time I said a negative comment and I went out of my way to leave a negative comment. But it was the one person, I have to be honest, I could kind of agree with. So, no, when was that, Buzz Beyond? When was that? You know what? That might be true too, that it's AI. Like, we should probably realize that it's outsmarting us all the way. I mean, of course it is. Come on. It's outsmarting us all the way. Maybe we should probably consider that it's not even a human being. I gotta let a dog in. Come on, Bubba. It was mine, so I kind of had to. You guys want to see? I only have 4 right now. That's Simon. He comes a lot. They all ran. So, camera shy. Camera shy, I guess. I know the lighting in here isn't great, but it is what it is. Yeah, I do think that there's something really huge going on with the Earth, though, and I just think they know more about it than they're letting on, and I do think they can cause earthquakes. Like, I think that's what they've been working on in China Lake. You know, I think that's what they've been working on, and I think that if you remember, all that shit started right around China Lake. Hi, Melissa. Yeah, it is scary thinking it's not human, isn't it? But you know what? Our lives are getting less and less human interaction. I mean, you guys, this is honestly the most human interaction I've had in years is you guys. And that's no shit. And now, especially because of working at home, like at least when I served, I worked with people. It didn't mean I had real interactions with them. It means, I had to work with public. But to have actual human conversation, it's been a long time. And being now that I'm, with the dogs and I'm home all the time and I don't leave them. Like if you're paying me to watch your dog, I'm watching your dog. So, it's like, what kind of human interaction am I ever going to get? I mean, honestly, my poor Steve, when he gets home, I think my mouth does this. Like, he's probably wishing I'd get online. All right, we can't wait. We can't wait. When are you going to put out are you going to do that soon? I think we're all like just doing, we all want to, yeah, ghetto fab. I am snafu. I am. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, Buzz. They can do whatever they want. And that fake, real, what's it called stuff? Uh, Fake truth. No, that's the channel that we have. Oh, deep fake. That's what it is. That deep fake stuff, man. That's really scary. Oh my gosh, never give up. Do not give up. That is crazy. And she's 8. That's crazy. Yeah, we can't wait, Adam. I've been dying ever since I saw the show. I've been dying. I know tonight, the time. Can you be more specific, please, sir? I'm just kidding. And I do have to say that one thing to you, Adam. I, for one, if you don't make sometimes or you're late or whatever, I totally get it, man. Raising a couple girls, I get it. You take your time. You put out whatever fire you need to put out, because I get it. I do. And you do a great job. And your wife puts up with a lot of crap, I know. And I wish you both and your family nothing but the best. I feel very protective of your family, honestly. Central Florida prepper. What's up? What is up? I feel like I got all the best people here, man. I know, Jay. I love you, Jay Stone. I do. You're my girl. There is a couple things that I did want to talk about. I had taken notes for like 6 days. Hey, Lexi with Dex. Good to see you. Yeah, I had taken notes for like 6 days. One thing I did want to touch on really quick, guys, was the economy in general. Like, I just wanted to, right now, the repo market is 75 million a day is being repoed. Like, you think about that, guys, that's insane. Our economy is never really, we haven't seen that since well, of course, back then they didn't have repos, but the debt that people are accumulating and not being able to pay is like out of hand. And the Federal Reserve is pumping I wrote it down because I don't want to say it wrong. I think it was 30 billion, but it might have been, it was 30 billion a day into the economy just to keep it afloat. So good to see you too. Good to see you too. And there's a lot of things that the inverted yield curve, which has come back now, but the long haul investments are not making anything. I mean, and I didn't know this. Maybe you guys did, but at night, banks loan each other money at the end of the night to cover what they have out and don't have to cover, which I guess is like loans that people haven't paid and they don't have money to cover. But anyway, banks loan each other money overnight. I didn't know that. Lots of money, like big money. And their interest rate is like 10% or something right now. It's never been that high. And the banks don't have the money to give to the other banks. Like, they just don't have it to cover. So banks aren't able to cover at night. I mean, it doesn't go too far. I don't think it goes too far from here. Like, we're really at the end of the line. I wanted to ask you guys if any of you guys tried the Mystic Rose stuff. I just got some, and I just wondered if any of you guys had tried it. I have been when I water down our yard at night when it's dry like this. It's super dry outside. We haven't had rain, and so when the dogs run, the dirt, you can just see a cloud. So at night when I bring all the dogs in, I water down the yard to keep it like packy so that it doesn't stick to them so bad. Well, when I do that at night, I've been doing that barefoot, and yes, I keep my yard clean of excrement. So I do it barefoot, and I noticed that the nights that I do that, my knee doesn't hurt the next day, and I've been really having big trouble with my knee, and I just noticed, like, it just dawned on me that that was correlating. So I had bought a grounding mat, but this house was built in 1951, and older houses don't every outlet isn't ground. It's just not. So when I stuck the thing in it, it didn't show up right. So it said I had to get the rods and you have to stick the rod like through the window in the ground and water down the ground, right? So okay, I ordered the rod, but my Steve saw, and I don't know if this will work or not. I don't know if you. Hey, CJ Blaze. I don't know if any of you guys have tried. Is there a thing you can plug into your outlet that'll make your outlet ground? You guys know that? Crickets. I know there's a little delay, so I'm gonna. I mean, maybe that would work. He saw these outlets at. No, are you sure, Vlad? He saw these outlets at Home Depot. That they said that, but I don't know if that. I don't know. Need to use the rod? Okay, I will. I ordered it. I just thought maybe I could go easy route. Well, I don't know if you're asking me that, Mama Sherry, but not every outlet is necessarily a ground outlet. Like even my bathroom outlets aren't ground outlets, and they're. Mm, I gotcha. Okay. You know what? I knew you had solar. Yeah. So you do know. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to wait till I get that. But I'll have to. I hope I can get it out that window because I have these windows are those old style, which I like them. They seal really good, but they're those crank out windows. Maybe trying to merge before. Yeah, I do think. Yeah, you might be right, Buzz. I do think there's going to be a complete reset. I really do. The only way a government. I was listening to one of my financial guys, and he said, you know how people will file for bankruptcy, you know what I mean, and that's how they reset, right? Well, when a country does that, it's the end of their, it's the end of the way it's the end of their fiat currency. In other words, it's going to be a reset to a different currency, a different money, or whatever. What I'm concerned about is I think because of all the AI and stuff, I think there's going to be a bigger reset than we think. And I think there's going to be a lot of people losing their jobs right and left. I mean, you guys got to think if there's drones to deliver packages and the trucks that drive themselves and robots in Walmart, uh, what do you got? And servers, they're going to absolutely be history. I mean, you could see it coming already, like at Olive Garden, where you can pay and everything at the table, and plus you guys got to realize is that using that kind of uh, stuff in a restaurant saves so much money on every end because the servers, trust me, make a lot of mistakes. The cooks, trust me, make a lot of mistakes. So if you cut out where the server puts in the order and the person is putting in their order, and you cut out, I mean, it doesn't take much to do the cooking that's done in these restaurants today, I can tell you. The most cooking that was ever done in any restaurant I worked at actually was, gotta admit this, Longhorn. And that was because they were cooking, they were cooking the steaks. You don't cook that pre. You cook that to order. So but even that can be done on a timer. Like we can eliminate, then they don't have to pay all the expense they go through for an employee, plus all the mistakes an employee makes, and you can cut all that out. They're gonna do it. It's gonna happen, and a lot of people are gonna lose their jobs. And when they do that, it's gonna be like this universal basic income crap, and they have freaking surveillance everywhere. I mean, everywhere. They're gonna start arresting people or watching people before they steal something or before they do something. The red flag laws, so they can say anybody called on anybody and take anybody's shit. I mean, it's really getting serious. And if a group of us or some of us don't at least start to try to make a difference, it's not going to happen. And this stuff they're doing with the kids, guys, that's beyond. You know what? I can put up with a lot of shit, and I'm not a kid person. Obviously, I'm a dog person, and I can put up with a lot of shit. But the shit they're doing to kids gotta stop. I'm sorry, that's gotta stop, and we gotta stop it. The kids that they're screwing up this bad are going to be the ones taking care of us if we are able to get old. We've got to stop this. Wow, you're kidding, Buzz. You're kidding. Yeah, and it does make you question everything. You know what? And that's the thing now is that you can't trust what you're seeing with your eyes. You can't trust what you're hearing with your ears. You cannot trust anything or anyone. And that's a horrible feeling. That's a horrible feeling. Yes. Yes. Rise Against the Machine. And you know what's so funny is that I'm Generation X. I don't know what you guys are. I'm Generation X. And my parents were baby boomers. And you cannot speak to my parents. They're more indoctrinated than I am. But my 23-year-old kid, is so indoctrinated, she cannot hear your opinion. It does hurt her little ears. Like, I don't know, guys. We've got to fix this. Because Generation X. That's right, Jay. We've got to fix this because the generation after us, they ain't gonna have the balls to fix it. They're not gonna have the gonads it's gonna take to do what we gotta do. Yeah. Yeah, we got it. Yeah. And you know what? Anybody that dealt with Jeffrey Epstein after he was already convicted once, as far as I'm concerned, anybody that dealt with him after that is just as guilty. They already knew. They already knew. You knew what he was doing. You knew what he was about. I'm sorry. Do you guys have friends that are pedophiles? And if you found out one of your friends was a pedophile, what would you do? I mean, you got to look at it in your own terms. Like, I mean, just for instance, I take care of a certain dog, and I think that dog's being abused. I'm calling someone. You know what I'm saying? If you think somebody's being abused, you have to speak up and say something. But the biggest problem is, guys, is that it's the judges, it's our congressmen, our Congress and senators are all. I mean, it's all of them. It's all, it's from the top down, and I'm not sure the very top. I got to be honest. I don't think that's something he's into. I don't think our guy is a pedo. Really don't. I really don't. I do think that he knew him, and I do think that I actually think that I believe the story that he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. I do believe that story. I can see Trump doing something like that, but I don't think he's into that kind of thing. And I don't think that's him, but I think that he knew, and I guess maybe he was giving them all time to hang themselves. But all these, I mean, it's 2/3 of our government. It's 2/3, if not more, if not more. That's good. It's so great if you can have those open lines with your kids. And I heard somebody the other day that their kid asked, like, why are those strikes not going away or whatever, something about geoengineering. And I probably shouldn't have said that, but oh well. How great is that their kid is smart enough to. So we need to give that to those kids that are asking that. You know what I mean? We need to give them that information and be truthful with them and let them know what's going on. There are going to be some kids that are open to it. I would say probably mostly homeschool kids, though, really. You know what I mean? And that's why they're trying to make homeschooling so difficult. They're making homeschooling as difficult as possible on those parents, so they wind up putting them in a school system. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard the Paul Harvey thing where he says, and I don't know if you guys know, I'm talking about Paul Harvey. I'm probably only the older people, but he says, if I was the devil, I would do this, and if I was the devil, I would do that. Like, it's all these things that he would do, that the devil would do to break down society, break down the family, and break down the country. And of course, all of them have come to pass. All of them. They separated our fathers from the home first. You know what I mean? Then they separated the mothers from the home. Then they separated the mothers and the fathers. Now the mothers are the fathers and the fathers are the mothers. Some kids have two mothers and no father. It's insane. It's insane, guys. It's insane. So our kids are being bombarded from the outside from all this media that is telling them all these things are okay that aren't, and we know aren't, you know? And it's coming at them from every side. And most parents don't have enough time with their kids at home to talk to them properly because they're working all the time. I mean, I know when I was raising my kids, I worked, and now I regret it. I regret it. Those houses and those cars and those boats and all that stuff, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't to cost me time with my kids. Are you crazy? It was not worth it. The trade-off was not. I wish now that I'd have just stayed simple and small and never tried to grow the first business I had with my ex-husband. Like, I just wish I wouldn't have done any of it. I mean, it led to my, well, I won't go there, but just saying, killing yourself every day it's just not where it's at. West Virginia Prepared Mind in the house. Are you, West Virginia Prepared Mind, you're going live soon, right? And Jason, I think you're planning on going live soon too, right? Are you guys going live? Or am I crazy? Oh, Buzz, thank you. Yeah. That's the thing, Melissa, is it's so hard to stay home with your kids these days. I mean, they honestly make it so you have to have two incomes. 9 o'clock? Okay. Okay. Oh, West Virginia, you got a birthday coming up. Yay. We'll have a party at her channel. You can eat cake and we will watch. I got to eat something soon too. I have not felt good. I haven't ate right. And last night I had such a bad fever. I slept sitting up. I woke up drenched. You know that feeling when that is so gross. Hi, baby. Yes, mommy's talking to somebody and it's not you. You get so mad. Hey, citizen man. Some of your videos, like, you take them down? Like, why did you take them down? I wanted to watch them and they weren't there. I can only see the last parts, Colleen, because my eyes are so bad. Sorry. My eyes are so bad. Yeah, he thinks I'm talking to somebody and he wants to know who it is. This is really the bad dog of the house. This is my dog. Of course, it's the bad one. And he does this horrible thing. Like I give him good and fun bones, which I know aren't good for them, but he loves them. And you know what? You got to let a dog be a dog sometime. I am feeling a little bit better, but it was a rough night. It was definitely a rough night. But he would get his bones that he's not supposed to bring out here, and he knows that. They keep their bones and their stuff in my room. He'll get his bone and come out here and dare somebody to touch it. And then when they do touch it, try to tear their face off. Like, he is the biggest asshole. So I said that to Steve the other day. I was like, Levi's really an asshole. And he kind of looked at me because, like, out of the two of us, Steve's like really calm and quiet. He's really submissive and sweet, you know what I mean? And I'm an asshole. And so he kind of looked at me like, yeah, your dog is an asshole. And his dog's like laid back. But was it yesterday or the day before? I put the dogs out in the morning and it's like dark. You can't even see yet. So I'm standing at the kitchen window. I can't really see them, but I can see shadows. And all of a sudden I hear dog fight. And guys, when I hear that, like my heart, I mean, seriously jumps through I can't take it. Like I cannot take a dog fight. So I run out the door and I ran out the screen door, slammed it open, almost broke it, and go out there. And sure enough, Levi's trying to take Simon's face off. And I'm sure it was not Simon's fault. So I drugged him to his crate and put him in his room. I call that his room. You go in your room, and I took his bones away and put him in his room. That's all. I mean, Jay. Yeah, that's always great. Get your squirt bottle, baby. I'm telling you, this is seriously good bark control. It's everything control. When I pick this up, my dog will stop licking himself. That's kind of funny. Yeah. That's Steve's dog, Asher. Asher. Can you see, guys? It's kind of dark. He's freaking huge. He's so big. The other day, I took him somewhere with me, and I saw a friend, and he was sitting in the front seat of my minivan. I have a Sienna, '06 Sienna, and his head was almost touching the top. And the dude's like, "Oh my God, that dog is freaking huge." Yeah, they think you have company. Well, and whenever you never, and whenever I talk to people, I'm sure I use a different tone and talk a different way. So they think I should be talking to them. What's up, Simon? It's about time for them to do their nighttime potties. And yeah, mommy's got to eat. I did. I just wanted to come on and tell everybody that I miss you guys very much and that I love you. And I just have not had it in me to do anything extra. 8 and 9 dogs is just, I think it's just too much. It's honestly too much. I don't think at this point I'm not even interviewing new clients because I can't. And I'm only taking one board at a time or 2 boards at a time because I have so many daycare dogs that it's impossible. And the daycare dogs are very demanding because, well, I mean, the situation, you have to meet each parent both times. So if I have 6 daycare dogs, then I have 6 interactions with parents that have to be accomplished also. And in the morning and at night, you know what I mean? And I know it doesn't sound like much, but it does wind up being a big pain. Also, at least when the daycare dogs leave, then I have my nights free. And if I only have 1 or 2 boards, then my dogs too have their nights free because it's a lot on them to have other dogs in their house and in their stuff all the time. Like that's kind of, you know what I mean? It's kind of shitty for them. So I think I'm just not going to interview more. And it's funny because I had raised my prices on Rover for daycare because of that, just because of that, because like anybody knew this coming in is going to pay more. Well, when my current people booked last week, of course, it booked them at the new price. Well, don't you know? And it was only like $3 a day. So, what are you talking about? Really, even max, my max dog is 5 days. So, even my max dog, you're still only talking about $15 for the week for the person taking care of your dog and doing an excellent job, mind you. And they all know it. I just think it's really funny that, yeah, I will. I will. Thank you. Thank you. I will. I love you guys too. Um, I miss you guys when I see you. I really do. I miss you. And I haven't even been watching. That's how bad I felt. But don't you know, every one of those owners came back and said to me something to me about that $3. I was kind of, and honestly, I was a little bit offended because truthfully, if there's anybody in my life I'm going to take care of, it's the person taking care of the things I love. And you wouldn't question your babysitter. And the funny thing is, none of them mind calling and telling me they're going to be late or whatever. And I start taking dogs at 6 a.m. My first dog comes around 6. And my last pickup, if she's the one paying the least, is always late every single day. And I don't wind up getting done pickups until 6:30 or 7. And it's a long day, and I am just so tired by the end. By the time all the dogs are gone and I sit down and relax for 10 minutes, I'm done. Because at my age, guys, I mean, I'm older. I'm a lot older. Somebody didn't mind telling me that on one of my videos too. Comment in and tell me how bad I look. Look, you keep that shit to yourself. That's so funny. Okay. I wondered. I was like, is that the same Grandma D? Because that's strange. Yeah, we have a lot in common. You and I click really well. All of us do, really. If you think about it, it is like mine's here. You know what I mean? I mean, we might not all agree on exactly what is going to fail first, but we all know the wheels are falling off this bus. And we all know who's doing it. And I think as far as I feel like it, I'm not speaking for anybody else. I just feel like the Foogle family is just, that's why we do so well about listening to each other's opinions and stuff. Because honestly, none of us really do know what's going to happen. We just know it's going to happen. And we're the generation to take care of this, guys. We are. We're the ones. We're the ones strong enough. Our parents aren't strong enough, and our kids aren't strong enough. So what do you got? And we got to do it. And I know we can. I'm a young 60-something. I love that. I love that. Yeah, I love you, Grandma D. Brian D. Nice. Yeah, I bet, Bones. I bet. That is a hard job. I'm sorry, that's a hard job. Driving is, my brother drives. In fact, Bones, that thing you sent me was so funny. My brother's a truck driver. He only works like 3 or 4 days a week, but he takes clams and stuff down to South Miami and the Keys and stuff, right? A couple days a week. But he gets up at 2:30 in the morning. He doesn't get home until 5 or 6. And so he drives for a living. So that thing you sent me, Bones, I sent to him. And I said, this is from one of my subs. And I said, I loved it. It was just so funny. Good luck to you. Actually, in West Virginia, Prepare Mind can speak for this, man. There's some roads in West Virginia and Virginia. Look, I'm telling you right now, you got to be skilled. And learning to drive when you're 16 in a clutch on roads that are like hilly and curvy, like that's a girl's worst nightmare. It's so funny. I taught both of my girls to drive a stick, though. Absolutely. Okay, fish. Girl, that's right, girl. That's right, you are. But see, that's the thing, is we need your generation too to stand with us. The ones that are awake and aware enough. You did the clutch too. I know you did, Mama. Absolutely. Well, our age group, our drivers' egg cars were clutches. I mean, I told somebody the other day, and people don't believe me, but my first year of high school was the first year my high school had electric typewriters. I'm not talking about word processors or computers or any of that. Electric typewriters. I lived in the country. I was in a county school. Like, we didn't have that kind of stuff. Yeah. And you know what, too? If you have girls, okay? I mean, if you have girls, any kid, and a clutch on a car is so, if you can get a clutch on a car feeling, then you can ride a bike. And I just think it's really, I think every girl should be able to drive herself out of every situation, even if she's only thing she's got's a rig, then she needs to know how to drive it. You know what I mean? I really feel strongly about that. Cumberland Gap. Oh my God. I'm from Winchester, Virginia originally, but Cumberland Gap is not far either. You and West Virginia, Paramount, and me, we're from the same kind of area. Um, actually, I think it was Bones. You sent me some pictures, right? Of at 10 speed. Yeah. Yeah. And you start slowing down, a whole different way. Like it's just, I think every girl needs to know. Uh-oh. Oh, and that's the other thing I wanted to make sure I said when West Virginia was listening. The other day when she was talking, it's been weeks ago probably, my time anyway, said something about positive affirmations. And I know it sounds silly, but writing them and saying them, like the shit works, guys. It's crazy, but it works. And it is so important to have a good self esteem and to feel good about yourself and like yourself. If you don't like yourself, then you're not going to be able to like anyone else. Like, you've got to be good with yourself first. It's so, I mean, I got to be honest. When I went through, I could have, the things I learned in rehab were not just about quitting drugs, because that's just a time and mind and like a withdrawal thing with pill. You know what I mean? You just got to get over the withdrawal. But it's the things that I had done during that time had made me feel some type of way about myself, of course. And it took a lot to get all that out. But the things I learned there were about learning about living life and how to live life in a good, whole fashion. We don't teach our kids in school to balance a checkbook. We don't teach them how to fill out forms and I mean, like, the important stuff that teach them to do teach them the Constitution. We don't teach them anything important. We teach them all this bullshit, and we don't teach them anything important about life skills. And the things I learned in rehab, honestly, I feel like I could have learned 30 years before. It probably would have done like a lot of good. You know what I mean? It would have avoided a lot of problems I had. But yeah, you definitely, West Virginia Paramount, she's definitely on point with that. I listen to a lot of your stuff when I can. Hey, Scott. Hey, Scott. I'm one of those ones I'll set up my playlist for the day or for a couple hours anyway, and put my phone in my pouch. I showed you guys, because I'm running around and scoop and poop and all that. I can't always take out my phone and talk or do anything, honestly, because I'm afraid to touch my phone. But I listen to you all, and West Virginia has some of the best. Yeah, yeah. And CJ Blaze, oh my God, I'm so glad you're here so I can tell you this too. Man, that video you did, girl, was great. That thing you did with the people putting up the poles and or shit in your neighborhood, girl, on point. More of us need to go out and do that though. More of us need to go out and say to these people, what are you doing and who's telling you to do it, and have it on record. And there's got to be some way to fight this 5G shit coming in. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how. One thing I was thinking though, guys, about some of the things we can do. Don't buy a smart toilet. Don't buy a smart faucet. Don't buy a smart baby monitor. Like, where pretty soon you're not gonna have to do anything. Well, that's what they want though. They want you not to do anything. They want you to stay at home. Like, I'm their perfect little soldier. You know what I'm saying? Like, they they want us like this. They want us just like I am. Whenever I go grocery shopping, and I've told you guys this, I have to get up and go before he leaves in the morning because I won't leave the dogs alone. Well, the only place open at 4 in the morning is Walmart. So I get a lot of my stuff there that's not like fresh meat or fresh produce. I go to Publix, but just saying. So, so I'm shopping at Walmart. I'm staying home all day. The only communication to people I have is like this with you guys. I rarely talk on the phone. I'm not a phone person. I just don't do it. Um, I mean, I don't go anywhere. I don't probably leave my 3 mile radius. That's honest to God truth. Really, that's terrible. Maybe 5 miles because I do go to my bank, but it's terrible. Yeah, yeah, CJ, and we're begging for our own surveillance. You guys saw those freaking uh, uh, help me out here, guys. Frames on the show last night. Everybody's got Alexa. They say Google Nest is going to be the biggest gift this year. Look, you give me that, but we already have it anyway. Like, I don't know why we act like we need Alexa or any of that. I mean, basically, this is doing the same thing all the time. And we're begging for our own surveillance system. And pretty soon they're going to arrest you before you commit a crime because they're going to analyze you and think, oh, yeah, she'll do it. I mean, really and honestly, the stuff that I watch on YouTube, you guys too. How many of you guys have a VPN? You guys all have one? Hmm? Scott Rogers, where are you going? Isn't it so hard? See, you guys are way more tech savvy than I am. But I'll come into a chat and I want to say hi to everybody. It takes me so long to write out everybody's. I'm not kidding, guys. I'm worse than you think. Whatever you're thinking of how bad I am, 10 times worse. Hey, Helen. I didn't see you in there. Hey, Mama. Yeah, me too. Me too, West Virginia. And you know what's funny, though, is I have no desire to fix it. That's the worst part. I have no desire to fix it. And I have to do, I told Steve the other, I've been stressing myself out trying to create this website for my business, right? And when I get online and I search my own business in my own town, I can't get it to pull up, right? So I started working with this search engine listing company or something like that, and they make sure that your page comes up. Like when somebody searches, it doesn't come up on the 10th page or whatever. Well, I've been stressing myself out with this all week, and I'm just done. I'm not going to do anymore. What would do me more good is to do a Facebook page and do it something where it's local, because spending my time, you know, reaching out to everybody, I'm local. Only local people are going to be able to use me anyway. So I think I'm going to stick with something I can do that's local and not, because I don't have time for that in my life. I only really, if I have no more social media time in my life. YouTube is all I can do. It really is all I can do. No microwave and antique appliances. Yeah, yeah, it is. It is creepy. It's all creepy. I mean, I think something, and the next thing I know, it's the next ad I see. And the geoengineering, how are we going to stop them from doing that shit? That's got to stop. Look, guys, the black shit that I've been spending a lot more time outside since I moved into this house because of the porch. And the dog's playing out back, so I sit out there a lot. Well, I mean, the black dust that's coming in is horrendous. I told you guys I wet down the yard. Well, I also put up curtains all the way around, like a tension rod at the top, a tension rod at the bottom, and a sheer curtain. So it's like a filter for the air coming through there. Because the air is literally, I mean, it's so black. And it only takes like 20 or 30 minutes and you have a coating of it. And so all that's getting on my laptop, it's getting on me. I'm breathing it, which I know sounds funny coming from a smoker, but a smoker doesn't want to add anything else in. I mean, I certainly don't want to be breathing nanobots. And honestly, we all know that's what it is. Anybody that watched that Dana, I forget her last name, video. Grinning Owl, what's up? Good to see you. It's good to see all of you. Dawn, I've missed you guys so much. Dawn Skywatcher. I know, me too. Me too. And I want to sit out there all the time. But I'm noticing how much black shit I'm breathing, which again, I know sounds funny coming from a smoker, but I can't do it. Like I can't. I think Renee. Oh, and you know what? And I saw that you went live. I was just hoping that I took that you that I took long enough to go on because I set it way out because I saw that you were going to. Bye bye. Thanks again for the. I'm telling you. Thanks again for the smiles this morning. It made my day. You're such a mess. That was the best. Yes. Yes, Barbara. That's the other thing. I have bamboo growing out on my porch, right? The bamboo, I swear to God, guys, the leaves of the leaves of the bamboo is completely black on top. Completely black. Get your head out of there. Do y'all need to go outside? Am I taking too long? Let me just open the door really quick, guys. All right, let's get out of. You can't go out. You fought the other day. You come in with mommy until Simon comes in, because I'm not putting up with a dog fight. Get inside. Yeah, the leaves are covered in black. And I don't know if any of you guys watch Leak Project. Have you ever seen him? He's kind of, sometimes he gets on my nerves the way he kind of talks, Rex Bear. But he did some really interesting videos about in the Colorado mountains how all the trees above a certain level are dead. And then the trees coming, I mean, literally the trees are just dying from the top down. And it's got to be from what they're exposed to. I mean, what else is it going to be? Scott, that's so interesting. Wow. So smart, Scott. I would have never thought to do that. You're right, though. You're right, though. Yes, West Virginia, feel better. Bye. I'll see you later, though, West Virginia. I love you. Yeah, and Renee, I love your news stuff, girl. I like that. I don't have the time in my day to do the research for, the news and stuff. So I really, really depend on you guys to bring me news. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like me that, I really depend on you guys. And it's so great for me to be able to turn on any one of you guys really and get what's going on, like 3% Report, Vlad, Renee, all of you put out some great stuff. So I listen. It really is a good idea. We should all do that and make videos of ourselves doing it. I'm going to do that because I'm going to do that. Really good idea. Oh, quietly dying. Yeah, I knew you must be busy. First thing I did was check to see if you and I were, if you and I were here and nobody else was. Everybody's getting sick right now. It's when the kids go back to school. I think when the kids start going back to school, we start passing stuff around. Yes, grinning owl. Yes. Yeah, let's all take videos of us doing that. Um, and we should all post them together. Maybe we could get even Adam to like show them all strung together. You know what I mean? That would be cool. I cannot wait to see what he's dropping tonight. I have to be honest, honestly, he drops shit way before any other news channel does. He does. Plain and simple. Yeah. It's toxic rain everywhere, though. CJ Plays That Brings to Mind. Do you know in Florida, they've made it illegal to collect rainwater? You can't even do that anymore. How can they tell you can't collect rainwater? I do not get that. Yeah, Dana is, I'm telling you, that girl's on point, man. She's on point. I don't know if any of the rest of you have tried the borax thing. I haven't, and I've been meaning to. And you know what's funny? I go to Walmart all the time. And I keep forgetting it. Steve said he's going to make me do it for a week, and if I don't die, then he'll do it. Can't charge you for the rainwater. Amen. I know. I do agree with that. I know that's why. I just think it's so crazy. Pretty soon they're going to tax you on your farts. I mean, I just don't know. How much farther does it go, guys? How much more do we let it continue? Honestly, we've got to put a stop to it. I have been trying to think of ways, things that we can do. And, I don't know how you fight it. Oh, that sucks for dogs too, quietly dying. It hurts so, you know that it hurts them because they tilt their head to the side. Yeah, it's so painful for them. It's snowing today. Where are you at that it's snowing today? Isn't that early? Me too, Bones. Me too. We all are. Oregon, you should not be having snow yet. That's crazy, right? You shouldn't be having snow yet. Dogs are quiet. Yeah, probably doing something bad. No, they're outside. And I do gotta go. So I gotta watch them. They're bad. They're all bad. I love you guys, though. I just really, more than anything, I wanted to come on and tell you guys, thank everybody for your love and support and concern. You got a lot of emails and comments, and I really appreciate that. Like, you guys don't know. I appreciate that. Sometimes I wonder, nobody heard from me. What do you might know? Nobody would know. You know what I mean? Because I don't, nobody would know. Something happened to me. It's like, I love you guys, and I miss you, and I miss not talking to you, or miss talking to you. Yeah, it's way too early. Yeah, that's what I thought. Everything's just so off kilter. Aw, well, Patrick, this is our first Saturday night chat, so it makes it first for all of us. I just, honestly, too, I wanted to say, I'm so excited for the show tonight. Like, I really want to be able to stay up late and hear it. I will. I will, Snafu. I will. You guys have a great night. If I don't see you at Foogle, then I'll see you at some time tomorrow. I'm sorry, Patrick. We were just wrapping up, actually. Levi, come here. Come here. Say goodbye. Come on. You gotta say goodbye. Come on. Oh, he's too interested in what's going on with them. They're barking at something. Yeah, I forget to say that. I forget to say like, share, subscribe. Or don't. Richie from Boston. I woke up with him. So we're going to say goodnight now, but we love you guys. And we'll see you as soon as we can. Honestly, tomorrow's a light day too. And it's just the weekdays have been so heavy. But I love you guys, and I hope you have a great night. West Virginia Premier Mine, I'll be watching. Snafu, I'll be checking that out. Mark Atkinson, good night. Farewell. Lexi with Dex, I love you guys. I get the best Foogle fam in my place. I love you guys.